Runescape is a game with many challenges and objectives. This video will be your guide to navigating the vast expanse of content as a freshly minted or soon-to-be member. Whenever you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. There is a good chance that part of the people watching this video are wondering if and when they should get membership. Generally, getting membership sooner rather than later is simply going to speed up overall account progression. Free-to-play should be seen as the tutorial for RuneScape, and as soon as you realize you like the game enough to invest time into it, I would say that's the time to get membership. Depending on your virtual or actual financial situation, though, membership time could be in limited supply. And trust me, once you do get membership, you're going to want to make the most out of it. It's not that you need to play at 100% efficiency, it's just that membership time is a clock that's ticking down. It is therefore crucial to maximize the value out of your membership time when the time comes around, and this point is especially true if you have limited time to play every single week. As such, I can recommend completing a part of the free-to-play content you'll be spending your time doing anyway. The main examples include completing free-to-play quests and exploring each of the skills available to you in free-to-play, including some of RuneScape's best work, Archaeology, a skill you can level to level 20 as a free-to-play player. A fantastic goal to aim for is completing the Dragon Slayer quest. This is generally seen as a milestone in your newbie days. The Dragon Slayer quest requires 33 quest points, which you can get in less than 33 quests, and some combat stats to complete. So it's a nice early game goal to aim for. The benefit of doing this is that you'll grow familiar with how RuneScape plays as a game and complete activities you'll eventually be doing during your membership time anyway. The main reason I suggest playing at least a little of that free-to-play content available to you is that you'll know what you'll like. This will aid in the first step of becoming a member, and yes, I know this sounds ridiculous, but make a plan. Plans make the world go round, so why not make one for RuneScape? Stop and think for a second. What exactly did you enjoy doing in free-to-play? Or, in case you're a returning player, what did you used to like in members? Was it combat, skilling, questing, or perhaps making some money for an item? If you're unsure of what you do like doing, I suggest taking a look at some YouTube account progression videos or RuneScape streams to give yourself an idea, and then ask yourself if you'd like to be doing what's being done on screen. There's a possibility you won't understand what is going on all the time, and that's totally fine. I mean, I literally make RuneScape videos and sometimes can't tell exactly what's going on in some higher level PVM content. The point is, looking at content will enlighten you in what RuneScape has to offer, in terms of content, things to aim for, and so on. The world of Gielinor is far from being small, and whatever you want to do, I think it's a good idea to explore and unlock all Lodestones currently available to your account. Lodestones are RuneScape's core fast travel system and will allow you to get around easily. All you need to do is to find each lodestone and click on it to activate it. You can easily find where lodestones are located by using your world map, which is part of your minimap. You'll easily be able to unlock the majority of all lodestones with the exception of special questlog lodestones such as the one in Elf City or ones you need to build yourself like the one on Anachronia. As a tip, you should probably go ahead and unlock that one as well, as it's one of RuneScape's offline activities you can manage over time. I'll drop a link to a video and wiki page on how to get there and unlock it easily down in the description below. One of the first things I suggest doing as a new member is to start leveling combat. Having higher combat stats makes making money significantly easier, and it's probably what you're headed towards in the late game anyway. It also makes completing quests significantly easier as the monsters or bosses you fight will be pushovers. Luckily for you newer or returning players, or should I call you noobs, there is a brand new combat style, or kind of new combat style. It was added over half a year ago, called Necromancy, that is perfect for the local noob, because that's what you are. You're a local noob until you start training Necromancy. And that might sound like a joke, but if you go through Necromancy and its very natural path of progression all the way until level 90 or maybe even 99, you're going to be so much better at the game. There's a natural progression path, a ladder if you will, for going from 0 to hero. And it all starts by starting the tutorial, which will tell you a lot about the skill. Not everything, but a lot, by going to the Draenor Lodestone and clicking on this portal to start a cutscene. It's perhaps the biggest tip I can give you in this video. Go ahead and explore the Necromancy combat style and just go from there. If you end up experiencing issues or you're lacking some direction, I do have a full 1 to 99 Necromancy guide, which I'll link in the description below. Now, you'll notice as you watch videos or go for Necromancy, you're eventually going to need to complete some quests. And quests are key. Lots of powerful rewards or benefits are locked behind RuneScape's quests. But what's even better is that by getting certain quest point milestones, and this can be quite easy to do if you focus on quests that give you a lot of quest points, you can get free stuff. In fact, here's a list of some short quests that provide a lot of quest points. Every 25 quest points, you can get magical dice from Maze Quest Caravan in Varrock, in addition to many other things, such as a free hybrid Tier 75 weapon and armor set. Those magical dice will give you starting cash in the form of money or items that you can sell on the Grand Exchange, which is just going to be nice as an addition to doing those quests. Another great way to make some starting cash is to do the hourly wilderness flash events. These are usually simple combat skilling events that you can complete even at a low level. You just need to make sure that you contribute enough to get a reward. You can find out which event is next by speaking to this wandering Ramoki near Edgeville. If interested, I suggest giving the wiki article in the description a look, as it includes all possible locations and events. I also highly recommend getting started on constructing one of RuneScape's newer areas called Fort Farinfree. This area to the northeast of Varrock has its own storyline that you can progress through while getting benefits with each building you construct, and further upgrade depending on your construction level. You can get started with the fort by completing the 0 skill requirement quest called New Foundations. Fort Farinfree is also the skilling hub for the majority of the player base, where you can use shared resources such as portable skilling stations. During double XP events, the place is crowded and will make leveling faster due to those shared resources and all kinds of shared XP boosts that are popping off. Finally, you should definitely start looking at the possibility of starting the Dailyscape grind. Dailies can be a lot of things, but generally when people speak of dailies, they speak of clearing a shop's stock to sell for a profit, like a rune shop, creating divine locations with the divination skill to get a lot of experience in a single minute, completing the daily challenges to get those weekly rewards, or completing so-called distractions and diversions, or D&D for short. These D&D activities usually only take a few minutes and can reward a lot of money or experience for the time invested. And while some of them are things you can do every single day, there's also weekly and monthlies which you can only do once per week or per month unless you have these D&D reset tokens. My personal favorites are Wilderness Warbands, Sinkholes, Gothixian Caches, the Herbie Werby D&D, the Giant Oyster, and the Effigy Incubator. And if you're a Premier Club member, which is someone who bought a year's worth of membership, the Premier Club Vault is a really good one as well. Now, there are many other goals you could set for yourself as a new member. There's plenty of big endgame goals to aim for, like getting Invention unlocked, or getting the Elven City unlocked by completing the Plague's End quest. But this is a sort of start, a sort of first summary of some directions you should head in to get started as a new member. And with that being said, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, leave a like down below and maybe even consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.